What's going on, y'all, everybody? Welcome to the RideShare Garage. I hope we are live. I think we are live. Hopefully, we are live. I don't know. Are we live? Are we live?
It says it.
It says live.
It says
Says
live.
live.
So
Oh,
we're
look
live.
at that! I just got the notification that we're live.
Did you? You just got the notification we're live because for some reason it's saying scheduled, but it's not showing me live on YouTube. What's going on, y'all? If we're live and you know we're live, if you're in the house, say, what's up, y'all? I got Eddie over here. All right, we're going to have to send him a strippergram. He's going to need a strippergram here in a little bit. I got Omar below me. I don't know if he's coming below me on everybody else. I got the unbroken driver, Steven, somewhere. He's muted. I guess he muted himself. I don't know. And we got all you folks out there. How we doing? How we doing? We're going to give everybody an opportunity to hop on in before we get started tonight. Omar, you had some interesting stuff you shared with me earlier with the rides, and I'd like to talk about your strategy. Why you chose to take the one ride and not the other, even though they were doable, but not doable. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
Yeah, but what are you talking about?
It makes sense, but what am I talking about?
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, I think I know what you're talking about, but I'm trying to figure out.
Okay, well, hold on. Buddha's in the house. Joe's in the house. Jermaine is here. Mr. Lobo's here. What's going on? What's good, y'all? Well, the one ride you were showing me, God darn it, now you're gonna make me go back into it. You've been using Para.
Oh yeah,
whatever it is.
yeah, and I actually got to put a video out because I recorded my session last night.
Okay, and how has Para been helping you?
So, okay, and good thing I took notes too. I took notes while I was doing like a screen recording. I'm using some screen recording program, and you have it on and it records everything that's on your phone. And I actually took notes because I don't know if it's recording the mic audio. I need to listen back to it. But so when I'm expecting a lot of pings,
right,
and I can't do the math really quickly in my head because I might be getting Uber pings and Lyft pings and InDrive pings, you want something to do the math for you. And while InDrive isn't working in Para, I'm assuming at some point in time maybe there'll be some sort of connectivity there. With Uber and Lyft, you can set a threshold, a low threshold or a high threshold, and it'll pop up. This ride falls below your threshold or above your threshold, and then that gives me a general idea of whether or not I should take a ride or not. So
okay,
that's kind of why I do that. It's been very helpful because we get the upfront pricing and you can't really expect there to be an adjustment. So it's kind of like I look at it like, what's the base that I'll take? And then that's kind of what I judge it by. Because I'll get a ride that Para will say thumbs up. It falls in line for your per hour, per mile, and bottom line. But I'll look at it and go, yeah, no, I don't want that ride. So the way to decide that is just kind of like what we always talk about: what's your worth, what's your value. And so, and sometimes I also use it for experiments. I also use it to see. Lately, I've been using Para to measure what's the best Uber X ping I can get around here. And so far, it's barely $1 a mile, barely. And with a little bit of surge last night where I was getting over $1 a mile. And the best ping that I showed you, Vinny, was $1.40 a mile.
Right, that was pretty.
Which is still below an XL technically.
Well, it depends because I've gotten some XLs at $1.20 a mile. Some of those requests, and even though Uber is more, I gotta admit, Lyft might be giving me more rides right now, but Uber definitely pays better. Like they just pay better. Even if it's incremental, 10, 15, 20 cents a mile. But when you go on 20 miles, it's better. It's better.
For me right now, Premier's paying better. But when I get Lux Black and Lux Black XL, I'm making those pay me better, and I'll leave it at that.
Let's leave that. Let's leave that alone. Let's leave that one alone, there, buddy. But you know what? We you got to admit this though. Coming through on Lux Black is the new Lux. Remember, I've been saying this now for months. Lux Black is not paying what Lux used to pay, which brings me to the point, y'all. And I know this isn't going to really do much for those that don't drive this platform, but for those of us that do drive this platform, this is a big change that came out yesterday. Everybody got the email. Changes to premium ride types. Don't pay attention to Uber there. That's because I screenshotted this. Lyft is changing premium ride types from October 18th through the beginning of November 2023. When the changes go into effect in your region, preferred and Lux rides will no longer be available. And a new mode, one they've never had before, will launch, Extra Comfort. I'm still trying to figure out what the hell Extra Comfort is when you don't even have a comfort on the platform. So it's extra what? Are we talking about extra salt on our fries here? What are we talking about? I can tell you I'm not happy about this. I put out a video yesterday. Just last week alone, this affected 20% of my money. 20% of my rides last week on Lyft were Lux rides. 7 out of 34. 21%. That's not good. That means 7 of those rides that I got last week I wouldn't have gotten. When I ran the numbers on those rides, it was about $150. That's $150 less I would have made right off the rip. That's not good. I don't know. What are you guys' feelings on this?
So real quick, Vinny, because I'm actually going through my notes here that I recorded, and part of the issue too, to answer your question before, is time. I knew that I had a certain amount of time to take a ride where I was last night, because if I didn't, I would be just sitting there. So right at the end of my notes here, I said, all the trash gets filtered and you get bumped. Got to be patient. 1 ahead, 12 behind me. And then I said, I'm going to lose on Lyft. I knew I was just talking out loud because I was number 1 and I wasn't getting a ride. Not terrible, but that was what I wrote in my notes, because when that ride came up, it's like, you know what? This is going to be the last of it. I better take something. And so sometimes part of the decision making is when you're expected to be busy, and you got to say to yourself, how long can I sit here and try to find the best ride? And me, right. I risk it for the biscuit. So versus drivers that kind of panic and go, you know what, I'll take this. But to quote Eddie, it's below my standards. So that was kind of the idea of why I took that ride last night. And it worked out good because they tipped me well too, on top of the $11 bump I had. So sometimes, sometimes it works out and sometimes it doesn't. But I got to say, Para is a really helpful tool. So it takes time. It takes time to kind of figure it out how it works for you. I'm always adjusting it. I'm always adjusting the parameters so that I can make it work for whatever venue I'm at, and whenever I use it. And it's good to help you visualize, because remember, I text you that Lux Black ping that was like $1.30 a mile, whatever it was. I mean, right. Dude, seriously. And it was around the corner ping. It should have been more. We see Lyft basic pings $3 a mile around the corner.
It makes no sense. It makes no sense.
So that's why I'm saying it helps with the visualization. And then I can go, when we talk about this, after you go and do whatever it is, maybe you work for 4 hours, 8 hours, you come home and you think about, what could I have done better today? So Para helped me with that a little bit. So, and that's that. So getting to this new topic, I see like there's a mixed emotions about this, because even in the Discord, some people are saying, I don't even get Lux pings. And I fall into the same bracket. Whereas you do, Vinny, you do get Lux pings. And now that you mention it, the way you mentioned it, that does affect your bottom line a little bit. So I feel bad for the people who bottom line it affects, but I've said it before and I'm on record for saying it's not going to affect me, because most of the time I'm rocking black only, Lux Black only. So, and even when I drop down, I prefer to take the XL, but I just don't get a lot of Lux pings. And like New Jay says, he feels like a lot of his Lux pings are upgrades. That's the way I feel too. So, regardless of whether we like it or not, I think this was going to happen. I think we know that Lyft and Uber want to go away from upper platform. I've said this before, and now the proof is in the pudding. So,
Well, when just on my small sample size, right? Just for last week alone, and I know overall how many Lux pings I get. So where you by choice choose not to take or accept the Lux pings, that's we got to clarify that. For you, it's for the most part, for you, it's a choice. You don't feel it's worth it to you. For me, it was worth 150 bucks last week. So that's $150 less I'm going to make if we average out just $100 a week on Lux pings, right? That's 400 or 500 a month. Now, where is Lyft going to help me, the driver, which they're not obligated to do this, but how are they going to help me make up for that money? And there are a lot of drivers out there. We know there are because when we look in the queues at the airports on the Lyft queues, as a matter of fact, let's look at the Lyft queue right now. Let me bring this up.
I have Lyft on right now. Actually, I don't even know why I have it on.
All right, but I'm just going to look at the Fort Lauderdale queue right now.
Yeah, I might skip out 50 cars.
Look, there are 20 Lux cars in the queue right now waiting.
That's a lot, man. That's
20
a lot.
Lux cars.
That is a lot.
And you know, listen, a lot of newer drivers don't know this. I've made mention to it before. Travis Kalanick was famous for a video where he got caught with a driver, right? He was in the car. If you don't know who Travis Kalanick is, he's one of the original founders of Uber. And he was out on the night on the town, and he had his little girlfriends in the car with him, and they took an Uber ride, an Uber Premier Lux, whatever it was at the time. And when he was getting out, him and the driver got into an argument, right? And the driver was like, "Oh, you promised us this, you promised us that, you promised us this." And there were certain promises that were made or certain insinuations that was made, but, and here's the kicker, y'all, and y'all need to go find this video and check it out because this is going to be the hardest love, the toughest truth you're ever going to get from any YouTube channel, okay? Any YouTube channel. Travis turned around and told that driver, well, drivers need to take accountability also. It was a two-way street. And what he meant by that is, right? What he meant by that is you can't depend on these apps because they're not guaranteed to do nothing for you. And when you go out and you spend $40, $50, $60, $80, $100,000 on a vehicle so that you can get Lux rides, so that you can be one of 20 in the airport queue right now waiting for a ride. Listen, 20 Lux rides. There will not be 20 Lux rides the rest of the night out of FLL. There will not be 20 Lux rides out of that goddamn airport tonight. I promise you. There will not be 20 Lux out of that airport tonight. On a Wednesday night, bullshit. I've worked that airport enough. I know that airport. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. So everybody goes out and spends all this money to upgrade their cars, which is awesome because that's what you want to do. You want to upgrade. We have to upgrade because they're not going to pay us more. So we upgrade so we can earn more. We're willing to take that risk. But then this can happen. And all they're trying to do, these apps, they're a capitalist company. I don't give a shit how woke they want to sound. And they're this friendly, and they're that friendly, and they're this friendly, and they're that. They don't listen, bro, sis. If they ain't making money, they can't stay in business. So, in my opinion, this is a money grab on Lyft's part. They're gonna try to do what Uber did with Comfort. They're gonna cut us out. Because I get Lux, I get Lux Black, I get Lux Black XL, right? And I get it. Half my rides Saturday, half my rides were Lux Black or Lux Black XLs. It was good for tonight for that. But still, 20% of my earnings last week were Lux rides. So now I got to figure out how I'm going to make up that $150. And so are you guys. All drivers are going to have to do this. This is why we preach, multiple streams without getting into all of that. So I'm just curious, how does everybody in the chat feel about this? Does it affect you? If you don't have a Lux platform car, it doesn't affect you. As a matter of fact, now let's go one further, Omar, Eddie. Let's go one further. What's going to qualify as an extra comfort car?
Oh, they have a list out already. It's funny.
Oh, what's the
They
list?
haven't-
Read the list.
I
I want
didn't
to
see
see.
the list.
Yeah, the guys have been talking about it in Discord. You guys should go on the
No,
Discord more. Hello.
Well, I was on the Discord earlier, numbnuts. But I'm just saying,
And
is it that same type of list? Like, well, this year, and then maybe this year, but no, this year later. And then I got
yeah,
another thing
no,
to say,
but
guys.
it's some small cars in there. It's like, wait, what? And then on top of that, they sent you an email. Like they sent me an email that says your 2020 Infiniti QX60 is gonna still qualify. Blah blah blah. So,
Yeah, I got that email also. Yay, but your Cadillac XT6 qualifies for extra comfort.
yeah.
Listen,
Like anything else, we'll figure it. Like anything else, we'll see if we can figure it out and see if there's something to exploit from it. Otherwise, it's just another poke. I mean,
this is considered extra comfort. A
the
Corolla.
Corolla is extra comfort.
Here's another one. A Honda 2022 Honda Civic hatchback is considered as extra comfort.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I think that's true because New Jay or New Jane, I'm not sure what we're calling it, was complaining about that. I had a Civic and now I have. Why did I buy a new car? I'm like, well, I told you not to buy a new car. Like, don't buy new cars, guys. But whatever.
Oh man, it's a money grab, dude. I don't know what the hell they're going to consider. Lisa, Lisa, hey, young lady, how you doing? She says, what is extra comfort? That's what we're trying to figure out. But apparently, you can have a 2017 Dodge Durango 6-seater qualify for XL Comfort or XL on Uber, but not qualify for comfort. So the whole thing is just, it's all jacked up. I don't get it. And then here's something else that happened today, y'all. I don't know how many of y'all know about this. I don't know how many of y'all it affected. Remember how during the pandemic, cars were being extended out? 2014s, 2015s, 2016s, Suburbans, Cadillac CTSs, Infiniti QX60s. You guys were extended out to remain on the Premier and Premier SUV platform. Well, guess what happened today with Uber? If you're a 2016 or older, you just got your nuts clipped. No warning. No warning. You woke up this morning, a Premier driver, and you're going to sleep tonight, an X driver. That's how vicious and cutthroat this business is.
Yeah, man.
Oh, okay.
Well, here's maybe a positive mini. Maybe extra comfort is actually something that some people can get that they didn't have before.
Yeah, of course.
And maybe you could actually drive. I keep saying this. You get a clapped out minivan, and now the minivan might qualify for extra comfort. Versus if you had a minivan, you didn't even have Lux Black or any of that stuff. So maybe in that sense, again, that might just be what they're trying to do. I mean, that's.
It's a very, very interesting situation. It's a very interesting situation. By the way, I got to acknowledge the driven dad, Tony, is in the house. Mr. $3,000 himself is in the house. He's quietly sitting there and listening and like, are these fucking guys going to acknowledge me tonight? I'm in the garage, damn it. I got my Tesla plugged up and I'm ready to go. Thomas Lyle, I sent you a link, brother. You're probably working tonight, though, and I get that.
This soccer game is 3-0, man. I may have missed the boat already because I probably have to leave now, go get gas, and run up there. Ugh. I'm feeling so lazy right now. That's a bad thing.
$3,000. Damn
yeah,
it.
man. Tony, the driven dad, he popped out $3,000 last week.
Hey, somebody said in the chat, you get a pillow.
Oh, that's RideShare and delivery. Is that?
That's hilarious.
So it's RideShare and delivery rodeo now.
You get a pillow to sit on top of the seat. Oh shit.
Oh shit, that's funny. RideShare, Lisa, I have a 2018 Subaru Forester with heat and air conditioning. Does it qualify? I have not seen the list. I don't know what I'm still bugging off. It's extra comfort when they don't have comfort. What are we comparing the extra to? That's what I want to know. I think it's a legit question. I think it's
Hey, the next one right there. I love it. Oh my gosh.
Right, Gary, what up, homies? $175 Uber comfort tip. And stayed patient. Didn't lower my standards in Eddie's voice. That's Kerry from last week. If you guys don't remember, Kerry was with us last week.
We should clip that. We should clip when Eddie, because Eddie got really sad. I had to lower my standards.
Lower my standards, yeah, but with a purpose. With a purpose.
I need a clapped out monologue. Hey, Buddha, give it enough time. You in California, it's gonna get clapped out for you. Okay, your passengers are gonna do it for you.
I'm telling you, Cali's gonna get, especially in
Listen,
San Antonio? No, not San Antonio. San Francisco. Because remember, they lost their contracts for the conventions supposed to be planned for 2024 and 2025. So,
RideShare Steve says drivers give passengers a 2-minute neck rub, extra comfort. You know what? I'm surprised people ain't thought.
It feels like this. There you go. You like it? You like it? What it is.
Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. All right. So Danny's asking, do you guys use commercial insurance for Uber? Nope, not required.
No.
It's
Not
really
required in the great state of Florida. It's not required.
I don't know what state it's available in where it's affordable, because I don't think it's affordable for us.
What, commercial insurance?
Yeah.
No, bare minimum, you're looking at $9,000 a year. At the minimum, $9,000 a year.
Something like that. Because my buddy that I work with, that call, I work with him once in a while. He has commercial insurance. And he told me how much he's paying for it. Now I can't remember, but it's a lot. It's a lot.
Yes, sir, Raymond. Extra, less money, bro. We got to come up with a whole book of extras. I need a book.
I like that. Extra, less money.
I like Buddha's definition. It's with the happy ending. That one sounds. So much better.
I haven't gotten there yet. I haven't gotten there yet, buddy. Can I get there? Lyft sucks. Here's Melvin, my man Melvin from Santa, the real Texan. You know, there's only 2 real drivers in Texas. That's Melvin and Bucky. I got no idea where Eddie fits in the middle there somewhere.
Yeah, where the Puerto Rico come from.
Lyft sucks. When I get my Cadillac back, now I qualify for extra comfort. Lyft can suck it. I tell you, it's a tough deal, bro. It's a tough deal. And at the end of the day, man, I mean, what are they going to do? What are they going to do, bro, when drivers finally say the hell with it? They're not going to get full autonomous driving cars before drivers just finally have enough.
Yeah, but you know what's going to be great? All the people that are going to get canceled on at the airport because they're going to take extra comfort and a fucking Civic's going to show up.
See, you say that, but when I look at the airport queues, Comfort Electric is always the lowest. Comfort Electric is the lowest queued car there at the airport.
No, I'm talking about the Lyft Comfort. I'm talking about this new Lyft Comfort.
I understand that, but follow me for a second.
Okay.
Lyft Extra Comfort,
right,
will be like Comfort and like Comfort Electric. Comfort Electric is the absolute lowest queued car at FLL, yet nobody takes it. I don't understand why people wouldn't want to ride in a Tesla or a Polestar. I don't get it. Or a Rivian. Has anybody seen a Rivian yet doing Uber? That's what I'm waiting on. I'm waiting to see.
That's a good question. I haven't seen one doing Uber yet. Not that I haven't. Yeah, and you know what the thing is too. Yeah, no, I haven't seen one because I'm pretty good at that. When you've been doing this as long as I have, you almost develop a sixth sense and know when a car is doing rideshare. You just kind of, we all have these tendencies and things that we do in the way that we pull into a spot and stuff like that. It's like you just know. So yeah, I haven't seen a Rivian yet.
Okay. Raymond wants to know how I did this afternoon. You know what? I'm going to be completely transparent, like I try to be.
Didn't go out.
Didn't get any rides. I had 2 ride requests. The first one that came through was an Uber XL. 20 miles, $42. But the rider rating was 4.52. I should have took the ride because he could have been from New York or someplace like that where they really tear up. But 4.52, you doing some wrong shit as a rider, bro, at 4.52. But I probably should have taken the ride, even though it was against my standards, and I don't like to lower my standards. The other request I got was a Lyft XL, going 38 miles for $57. It's about $20 light. But the reason why I didn't take that one is because it was heading to downtown Miami into the rush hour traffic that I would have had to take me an hour and a half to get back here so I could do the show tonight. So I couldn't, in good conscience, I couldn't take it. So I made $0 today on the road. I was out there for about 3 hours. Those are the only two requests I got, but I got them. So I can't say they didn't send me a request. It wasn't favorable.
And I had the same conversation today with somebody on the Discord in the Lyft section, and he was asking me, how do you guys do with Premiere down there? And my response was, it's oversaturated. And he says, oh, you must be doing like Lyft a lot. And my response was, it depends. He said, damn, you do more Lyft than Uber. I said, it depends. Some days we do no rides. So it's funny it's funny that we're having this conversation. And literally today at 5:17, it's when I wrote it. I said, it depends. Some days we do no rides.
And that's just the way it is. Listen, I know in my market, Raymond's in my market. A lot of the guys are in my market that are on the chat. The market is early in the morning and then Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That's the market right now. Unless you just like sitting around waiting. If you like doing 6 rides for a 10-hour shift, that's there. That's there. But for me, 6 to 9, 6 to 10, Monday through Friday is a good 4 hours in the morning. And then make a run at it, Friday nights, all day Saturday, and partially on Sunday after or before.
I actually started using Gridwise again to find out, to see if my income has actually increased by doing the mornings. And it actually has. So usually I was averaging about $50 for the AMs, and then I used to, take a break and then hit the road again in the PM. So I was averaging about $150 in the PM. Now I'm averaging, a little bit over $200 a day, taking it easy. Just working 5 hours in the morning, taking off for 5 hours, and then working another 5 hours in the afternoon.
I think it really depends. To your point, Vinny, if you want to do 6 rides in over 10 hours or whatever it is, I mean, that's how my nights go. So I don't do a lot of rides. Me and Buddha have been both looking at people going, yo, how are you guys doing 20 rides a shift? Like, we have our aunts and we love them, and more power to them for doing that. But we're like, yo, how did you do that? Like, how do you guys do that? So like, I don't do a lot of rides, but for me, it's all about it's volume and quantity versus quality, and volume versus quantity. So there are some nights where it's busy. Like last night for a Tuesday was a little bit busier because after the rain, some people did go out. So I was getting some requests last night. I think I did like 100 last night, 2 rides. Probably could have did more, but again, I had some strategy things that I was doing. So it just depends. It really depends. I'm not saying you're wrong about the mornings, but there's pros and cons to everything. Because if you like long rides like me, you may not want to work in the time where the traffic starts to build up. So
listen, if you're
sometimes in the afternoon, you could be around like the beach and the hotels and just take people to the airport all day long, like a shuttle.
Well, what I find in the morning for me, 6 a.m. because I experimented with getting out at 4 a.m. I'm just not getting anything to the airport. So if I'm out at 6 a.m. by 6:30, I got a request. I know where I can go. I'm going to get these, 15, 20-minute rides. They're going to pay anywhere from $15 to $25, right? I know I'm going to get those rides. I know in about 2 hours, 2 to 3 hours, I'm going to make my $60 to $80, and I'm okay with that in the mornings. In the afternoons, I mean, yeah, it's hit or miss if I want to go way out to the beach and work that area out there. There are other things I can do in the afternoon where I don't have to go out there and hope for a ride. Eddie, before your comment, I wanted to bring this up. David Cole, he said it right. and this is smart, and I hope more drivers take heed to this. He was getting ready to buy a brand new Suburban. Now he's going to hold off and just buy a minivan.
Yeah, don't. Yeah,
Did not go wrong with XL.
yeah.
Ask any Suburban owner, Escalade owner, XT6 owner, QX60 owner, what's their number one ride type? XL. And if anybody tells you different, they're full of shit. Even the big old bad boys, XL is their number one ride type. So there you go.
Hey, Vinny.
Go ahead, Eddie. Tony,
Oh, no.
there's my man.
Hey, I just got a couple minutes in between this trip.
Go ahead.
If people are planning on getting a vehicle for an upper category, like let's say Lux Black now that's and Uber Black, you better, what you should have when you got the Lux vehicle, you better consider opening up your own company and building some private clients, because if they take away Lux Black, then what do you got?
You're dead in the water. You're
A
dead.
whole bunch of repos.
Tony, you are 100% correct, brother.
A whole bunch of repos. We are
100%
dead.
correct, bro.
We are dead.
If
Absolutely dead.
Listen, y'all, this is why this is why
I mean, we're on life support to begin with, as it is.
yeah, this is why the Tesla's not in the driveway. This is why it's not out there in the lot next to the other two.
Oh, and if you do get a Tesla and you're not having a bunch of private clients yet, you might also consider doing some catering things. Like I just did a $60 Chipotle for 2 miles, took me like 20 minutes.
we don't have that catering app. We don't have it down here.
Yeah, catering apps deliver
DoorDash?
that, and the other one was trades.
Well, we do have
Trades?
deliver that down here. No, you need
Yeah.
to check out UDM's channel. He's got
That
all the
Chipotle I did was on DoorDash.
Oh,
But-
Omar, it was a DoorDash. Son,
Can we still sign up for DoorDash? I thought they were putting everybody on hold now.
I don't know. I
In
don't
my
know.
market, they have referral bonus, so it's probably market by market.
Yeah.
I know the one time way back during the pause, I went to sign up for DoorDash. They told me, "Nope, sucker, you're too late. We got too many now."
Yeah.
And then like a year later, I got an email. Hey, we are inviting you to sign up for DoorDash. I was like, "Nope, sucker, I don't need you no more. I don't need you no more." You know. Let's see what's going on here. Eddie lives in Little California, aka Austin. So Eddie, what were you going to say, buddy?
No, I was just saying it was kind of like some good news, kind of. I mean, okay, it's bad news, but because it's been going on for quite a while. But here in Austin, two employers they found out that their drinks were actually spiked. So city leaders hope to make bars in downtown Austin safer after reports of spiked drinks. Because the drinks have been getting drugged over at bars. That's why when you go drinking here, so it's gonna be a good thing for Uber drivers, unless cruise doesn't start coming around. Um, but it's just now they're taking in. Now they're talking about it, but this has been going on for quite some time now. That's why a lot of people start calling a lot of Uber and Lyft. But right now it's been a lot of Lyft, so I'm assuming this is actually going to help a lot of drivers too. So they're going to be calling a lot of drivers at night. They're not going to be taking any rides with strangers, especially when their freaking drinks are spiked.
Yeah, but what's like? I don't understand how that's tying into what we're talking about with the.
It's gonna bring good business over to the drivers at night. If you guys want to,
Well, that's a good thing. It's
Yeah.
always great to get more
Yeah.
business. Always.
I think that's what Eddie's getting at, is that there's different times of the day, different times of the year to work that are that you could consider the best. So the other day for me, Vinny, I worked, but here I got a little lucky. I had a ride at 3, 4, and 5, so it worked out great that way. It was 2 XLs and a Lux, so it worked out great. The only time I really do Lux is around the airport, either to the airport or like leaving the airport when the queue gets so low that I get requests on my house. Other than that, like I said, I don't get Lux. So it's like,
Octavian says, I hope they don't bundle the extra with XL and all
They will.
the stuff.
they
That's
will.
what I'm worried about. Well,
They
they
will.
can't, but they can't. Because if they do that, Omar, then a Corolla can't come on the XL platform. It can't come on premium rides. So if a Corolla qualifies as extra comfort, then unless they're going to specifically change the ride types for every single individual's app, it can't be. It's got to be on the basic tier ones. It's got to be tier one. Got to be tier. I'll have a shit fit if I see that shit on my app. If I see that with next to XL, Lux Black, and Lux Black XL, oh.
No, okay. So then you know what? Maybe you're right. Maybe what they'll do is it'll be basic, and then shared, and then comfort, and then if you're an XL, you'll have the XL only, and then for us, we'll have the Lux Black only, and then because I can't see it just saying, well, I guess we could have Lux Black. And then XL.
All ride types. It'll be on all ride.
Comfort Black.
No, but I'm saying like for us, for me and you, Vinny, we should have 3 options, or maybe 4 options, maybe.
You do have 4 options.
Will they keep it that way? So I'm saying, yeah, you have shared, you have everything, and then you have everything but shared, and then you have premium. So maybe premium is just XL and Lux Black, which would make me happy, and then you have Lux Black only. What I'm saying is they might bundle the comfort into the XL, mix.
I should put you in timeout for that blasphemy right now. Right now, I should put you in timeout for that blasphemy. Don't put that shit into the universe, goddammit, Omar. Leave it on tier 1. By the way, Mr. DSN says, and I quote, he has seen an R1S in the airport queue in Denver, Colorado. Somebody is doing Uber rideshare Lyft with the Rivian.
How much does it cost again?
It's in Denver.
100,000.
That's what I was thinking, right? Like 100. I know.
I wanted one, but I wasn't going to pay 100,000 for it.
Hey, Steven, thanks for joining us tonight. Thank you. It's good to see you, man. Wow.
Hey, I connected when it first started. My browser wouldn't let me in.
Jeez, this guy.
I had to switch browsers.
Remember when I first got
computer.
the Tesla, it was expensive until I started realizing how much I didn't expend on the card. And
Damn it!
So maybe the Rivian. I mean,
this game is 4-0. It's probably not going to surge now.
So when is it officially going to switch on my app? Because I'm still seeing
October 18th.
October 18th.
They gave everybody a 30-day window. We got the email on September 18th. 30 days.
There you go, 30 days. Unlike, like I said, in case you guys missed it earlier, unlike Uber, with what they did today with the Model 20.
Without telling you anything.
Model 2016s, they got whacked today. No warning.
I was talking about that earlier this year, though, that they were going to just all of a sudden do that to people. They're going to change the year before they even realize it.
Right. Well, it was coming, bro. If you were one of those vehicles, you knew it was coming. I mean, they could have gave you 30 days. Like Lyft did. You know what? And you know what? You make a valid point, Omar. That is a valid point. At least Lyft did give us 30 days. They gave you 30 days. You know what? Shout out to Risher and his crew for that one. As upset as I am about it and the money I'm going to lose, at least they did give us 30 days. So I'll give them that's class. I'll give them that. It's still fucked up though, bro.
Oh yeah.
Don't make me follow you on Twitter. I follow that dude on Twitter. The question is, do you guys have Lyft Express rental in South Florida? Not anymore. Hasn't been down here in a while. Who are the Tesla competitors? Hyundai, Ion, the Ion IQ, the Pulse.
Nobody. Well, nobody competes with my daddy.
Nobody even comes. I mean, even
nobody competes with my daddy. Nobody.
Yeah, even
cars that you can drive on the platforms, guys.
They don't compete because they can't reach the higher platforms.
Get off your Tesla Viagra over there.
No, it has nothing to do with that. None of the other ones can reach the higher platforms. They don't compare.
This is not financial advice by Tesla.
It's just fact. Yeah. No, they can't compete. And then even if they could.
Hold on. Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you and Tesla boy over here. Okay, you two fangirls over here, one on each Elon's nut, right? One of y'all hanging on Elon's nut, okay? Let me ask you a question. If the Model 3 wasn't a rental through Hertz, do you think it would still be a premier vehicle? Be honest.
Yeah.
If the Tesla was not a rental program, the Model 3 would not be a luxury vehicle.
I disagree.
Wait,
Well,
who
on
is this
Lyft,
question?
it's
Who is
like-
this question going to? Who is this question going to?
The
It's
whole
to both
board,
of us.
everybody in the
Yeah,
comments. I want everybody's opinion.
because
Should
I'll
the Model
say
3
because in my market
be a Premier?
it's not a premium vehicle. The Model 3 isn't. It's only in the markets that have it as premier, not here. Most of my advantage comes from using it on Lyft. So
But but you guys got that black commercial insurance specialized bullshit out there.
that's
right?
true.
Where you gotta kiss both Elon and Gavin Newsom's nuts before you can drive the fucking Model 3. Okay. Listen, what I'm saying is, what I'm asking is, do you really think the Model 3 should be on par as a premier vehicle with a BMW 7 Series, Cadillac CTSs,
Well, like you said,
Mercedes?
premier. We don't have premier here.
But a Model 3 is not a premier vehicle.
R3 series premier vehicle.
No. BMW 3 Series are not premier vehicles. Uh-oh.
Hey,
because
shut
they used
that
to
off.
be.
Shut
Get
off.
that share ride. Get that share ride.
Everybody get that
We
share
don't have
ride.
share rides in Denver. I was just asking because they used to be select vehicles.
Oh, my car is still select. I'm still on select.
I'm trying to catch up with all these
I
comments.
just got it. So apparently in California, if you registered, because California still has select, they made it a grandfather program. But if you I guess had an account from a certain point from the beginning to now, and your vehicle qualifies for select, you can get it re-added, but you have to keep calling to ask them to activate it on your account. They go back in the background and check a bunch of stuff, and then they get back to you and they're like, okay, yeah, you do qualify. And then I had like 3 different agents try to help me by adding it onto my account. The second guy knocked it out.
See, I could see the Model Y because it's got a lot more room, but the Model 3 to me just it like Tony mentioned, to me it's in the same line as the Cadillac ATS, as the BMW 3 Series. That's where that Model 3 line's in. Size, shape, comfort level is all about the same in that. It's in that
When I was getting Premiere on mine when I first started, I was getting Premiere, but it was because they were pushing the electric. They didn't even do any contracts. There was only 2 charging stations over here in Austin, and they were just starting to push the Tesla rental shortly after I got mine. But I was getting the Premiere. I was getting the Premiere. They were giving me the dollar whatever bonus thing for having the electric car and all that stuff. And they were giving me some freaking awesome Quest. But after a little while, they kept lowering it and lowering it.
Well, that's what I mean. I just can't see. The only reason I think that Model 3 is premier, and at least, you know what? I'll say this, Stephen, to make so that you and I don't have a disagreement on this. It's the only reason that Model 3 is a premier in my market is because it's a Hertz rental. If it wasn't a Hertz rental, they wouldn't do it. But they probably made it.
But none of their other vehicles.
What a Polestar is not a premier. Hertz
But that's what I'm saying. They didn't make any of the other vehicles that they lease out. I mean, because if they really, almost in a sense to me, okay, maybe this isn't a fair comparison, but the fact that they don't keep either other premium vehicles or XL vehicles readily available, to me seems like they wouldn't really care to make a premiere. Now, could it be? I mean, I'm not saying that you're wrong. I don't think that that's the case, but I could be wrong. I could be 100% wrong.
Was the Model 3 Lux
I think
on Lyft?
at least with a Model 3, you're still getting probably more tips than you would in.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I mean, I think it's a perception thing, and yeah, if you're a driver, you would already know that the Model 3 isn't.
I used to get tipped a lot more with the Model 3.
But people get in a Model 3 it's still like, oh, this car is so amazing.
Yeah,
but now they're used to it.
Right,
now they don't do that anymore.
By the way, real quick,
I'd say at least I'm being an ant today, apparently, because I have 20 trips done on Lyft, and I'd say about 10 of those 20 is a first-time Lyft or a first-time Tesla rider, and Denver has a lot of Teslas in there.
It's amazing to me that there are that many Teslas in Colorado, bro. With all them
2009.
Apparently,
Oof.
yeah, Arizona,
2019.
very few.
2019 Tesla Model 3 performance for 35.
Okay, we're not going to start that right
Vinny, real quick,
now.
because I'm about to pick
Yes.
up my next ant.
Yes,
Is
sir.
did they take the Model X 2016 off of that Uber blacklist?
I don't know, but it wasn't the Uber. Yeah, well, I don't. What do you have, Tony? You guys got Premier and Premier SUV, or you guys got Uber Black out there?
We have Uber Black, but the
So-
two Model X's that Test Driver have are 2016 is why I'm asking.
2016. Well, I mean, we can do some research on it, but 5 years only. That was always the cutoff on the luxury vehicles. Was 5
Yeah,
years.
but there's some black cars on that list in Denver at least that show like the Cadillac Escalade has longer amount of time on the platform than say like
Really, they don't do that
Expedition
here
does.
for it. Well, maybe because you guys have Black, which means you need the commercial insurance, commercial license, all of that stuff.
Right.
Uber Black.
Or even like a Tahoe versus a different model years available to be on Uber
Interesting.
Black.
That's interesting. All right, buddy, go get that ride. We'll be waiting for you when you get back, Hoss. We'll be here. Okay, let's see. Trying to catch up. Let's see where we at here.
Look, hell yeah, I deserve my premier rides on my Model 3. Melvin.
Bro, I'm so lost in the comments now.
Damn. Gonna go away with the rentals.
Damn, bro. I saw 2 F-150s last weekend in the queue. What the hell?
That was actually interesting to see that trucks can actually pick up people.
Yes. I'm seeing this. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, man. People, you know what the strangest vehicle I've seen yet, which really isn't that strange considering Jeff has one as well. But until you see somebody doing it in a Jeep, a Wrangler,
Yeah.
right? You're like, yeah, okay. Jeff was different, right? It's different animal, right? Jeff, he's got that personality. Yeah. But I saw somebody picking up, right, 4 people in a Jeep at the mall. Big ass Uber brick right on the dash. Dink. And I'm like, he's got to be getting like 8 miles to the gallon.
Yeah.
How the hell is he making any money? I don't get it, bro. I don't get it. Somebody has to do it. Somebody has to teach me. I don't know.
Hey, Vinny. So this is another thing that's been a thing of topic. The Nissan Sentra qualifies for
No way.
for extra comfort.
No way.
I'm telling you guys, our Discord is fire sometimes. When it's active, sometimes it's not active, but when it's active, it's fire.
Let's get.
Oh, here, let me get the link.
Up. Yeah, let's get the link up for the Discord. I have been going into the Discord.
One of the guys said, "Hey, this year Nissan Sentras will go as extra comfort."
All right, Melvin, we get it. You deserve your premier rides. You do, because Cadillac's screwing you up, buddy. Gets Lux until yeah, okay. So the Model 3 was a Lyft Lux ride. The Model 3 qualified for Lyft Lux. I did not know that.
Huh.
Yeah.
RideShare Lisa, we love you too, babe. We love you too, sweetheart. I mean, listen, I know Buddha's talking about the gas versus EV. Yeah, that's not really the thing right now. The thing right now is how many drivers in the last year have gone out and bought these brand new 2022, 2023 vehicles to drive Lux and X and Lyft, and now they just lost Lux. That's woo.
Emotional damage.
Oh man. Hold on, wait a minute. Somebody says they saw a Dodge heavy duty 3500 infused. Jesus or area.
It's like 7 miles to the gallon.
That I mean that makes sense for the area. Yeah, for Houston, that makes sense.
A heavy duty 3500? bro, that's like a huge dually, right? Isn't the 3500 a dually?
I mean, some people also use this service, and I'm sorry to say this, for extracurricular activities. So there might be something going on there. Yeah.
Oh my God.
I don't have
Jesus
extra
Lord.
comfort. Extra comfort's not in Austin yet.
Keyword yet.
Yeah, it's coming,
Yep.
Hoss. It's coming.
Yep, we don't have it. I was just looking at the qualifications for the cars, and nothing says.
Big shout out to Bucky. Bucky's in the house. He done joined us tonight. Kevin Kwan done joined us tonight, along with a whole lot of other people I'm trying to get in here.
Yeah.
Yes,
What happened? They were supposed to be in here. We send them out.
What are you talking about?
They were supposed to have a couple of people in here, extra.
Well, Thomas wasn't able to make it because he's working. I'm not sure what Mario's doing. Let me check my emails.
Wait, the crazy. The Sierra Diesel gets 32 miles per gallon. Damn, I don't know. See, I'm not a big truck guy.
So
I'm too short.
I'm actually wondering.
Yep, it's been stated multiple times.
Steven, when you used to be a driver, once upon a time.
Yeah, a long time.
I'm not even sure why you're even on here with us anymore.
I'm still making money off of rideshare by leasing my car out to someone. So I'm still
and one day, and one day that lease will end up in Mexico. Hey, So
I'm okay with
Yeah.
yeah.
Hey, so did you get a lot of Lux rides?
Lux was like my
Cali,
bread and butter for a while. So my main, because Uber electric comfort wasn't reliable. There's areas where it seems like it's available and it never gives me any rides. So go ahead and put it right there. Thank you. Yeah, so it was hardly ever giving me rides, but Lux on Lyft was like kind of my bread and butter, and then Lux Blacks would come in like 2 or 3, every day. And but Lux, I'd get a Lux ride that would give me long rides out and long rides in, and that would kind of fill out my day. So now that I'm not getting those, at least when I was driving, when I wasn't getting those Lux rides, then I'm sitting there, it's gonna take me till 2 o'clock in the morning or something to try to make my $300. So yeah, Lux was extremely important.
I hope that's the sound of deposits into someone's account.
That was an in-drive request.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was you. You
Yeah, that was an in-drive request. It was a really crappy in-drive request.
Big shout out to Thomas. Thomas is in the house. He done made it in for a quick hot second. Make his cameo. And Lisa, RideShare Lisa, yes, 100%. We have been warning people for years, especially here in the garage. We have been warning people, be careful. Make sure you don't buy a car that you need RideShare to pay for.
Right?
Careful. We have been warning you. And it's not to say we told you so, because now we got to try to figure out how to help you. Because we're not going to leave you out there stranded. I don't know how we're going to help you, but we're going to try to help you. I mean, even if it's nothing more than support.
Well, you made a good point. Being able to switch up to when you drive. Because some places morning is going to be better. On certain days, morning is going to be better. On certain days, the airport's going to be the best. And in the LA market, for me, we got a lot of airport activity on Mondays, on the weekends. Thursdays and Fridays tend to be pretty good for airports. But it just depends on your market. But changing up your strategy in order to make it close to what you were making or make more than what you were making before is going to be the name of the game.
So I think the Lux thing depends on the market, because again, I've some people I've talked to say that they hardly ever get Lux, or that if they get a Lux, paying it's really far away. So
I haven't had that,
and I think it also depends on the time of day you drive too, because for me, for whatever reason, I just tend to get more Lux Black anyways.
So that's a good example.
And XL, I tend to get more XL than anything. So
I hardly ever was getting the Lux Blacks. So when Luxes are coming in, then I get peppered Lux Blacks. But I could never do what you do and just sit on Lux Black and expect to get rides like that. My day, I might make a little bit of money. But a lot of days I can end up with zero trying to do that.
Well, you know what?
I mean, it depends though. It depends on what you're doing. Like yeah. I try to be in
That goes-
places
that
where I'm
goes
going to
back
get the
what
Lux
Eddie
Black.
does.
No, I go
Uber
next to the
Black
hotels.
in
I next to
Denver
the
takes all the
airports.
Lux Black away.
And then I'm always trying to turn people into cash rides too sometimes too. So whereas I might get a Lux Black, I might say, listen, just pay me cash. Okay.
What were you saying, Tony?
I think Uber Black takes away a lot of Lux Black here.
That's true. That's
But
true.
at the same time, I have a couple of buddies on Uber Black, and they say it's pretty slow. So
Yeah.
that's why you gotta, if you're in the black car and you're paying commercial insurance, I don't know why you wouldn't build your own client list, because relying on demand apps is going to be tough to pay those bills.
Well, before we get to this question that Danny's asking about InDrive, I'm going to let Omar speak to that. Eddie, what Steven is telling Omar is the same thing Eddie's been telling me, because Eddie has been dropping down all the way down to the tier 1 levels to get the rides and get them moving. I guess Eddie just quit on us, but whatever.
Eddie's working that corner hard, boy.
Ride that honey. Here, one time for Eddie. No, but he's been taking the tier 1 rides because he's not getting XLs or Lux rides. Yep. So it's like you say, man. And then like Bucky said that, for him, working 4:30 to 10 a.m. and then 2 to 9 p.m. is his best time of working. So it's whatever works for us. Where Omar is at is a completely different market. He's only about 17 miles from me, right? But his market's completely different than mine, where I'm at. Completely different. There is no way on God's green earth I would work the morning shift where Omar lives. I wouldn't do it. No way.
Remember, I get rides from the strip club, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning. From where I'm sitting right now, I get pings from over there. Sometimes, like when they're Lux Black XL, I go, I go. Let me tell you. So yeah, to each their own, I guess. So
yeah, that's all.
And I got the bars and clubs in here by me as well. So sometimes they're busy, and people I get pings because I'm so close to downtown. So.
So what do you think about the new InDrive rideshare in Miami? Is that a competition for Uber and Lyft? Well, I'm going to tell you like this before I turn that over to Omar, because he's the one who's been doing all the rides. I did hear somebody else earlier or yesterday talking about they're doing very well with InDrive, and they're converting Uber and Lyft riders to InDrive riders. Be careful what you ask for. Be careful what you ask for, because listening to Omar right now, I'm not saying Omar is the most lenient of people. I'm not going to say he's the most stingiest of people. But Omar knows when to take a ride and when not to take a ride. I give him that much. And he ain't taking a whole lot of InDrive rides because the numbers ain't working out. They ain't panning out. Just because you're on InDrive right now and there's not a lot of drivers, it looks like you're making a shit ton of money. But once InDrive is oversaturated, it's gonna be right back to the same boat as an Uber and a Lyft. So I'm gonna let Omar take over on that.
So to answer the question, I actually agree with what Vinny just said too. Be careful what you wish for. I do personally want competition for Uber and Lyft. I do want to see Uber and Lyft burn to the fucking ground, but they have market share, and it's become a way of life. And you can't take away from the fact that some people use it to go to the doctor's office and stuff like that. Like it's really helpful in that sense. Like you can't knock that people use it, and without that, their lives, how would their livelihood be affected? And I personally have a friend of mine who used to use Uber and Lyft every day to get himself to college and get himself out of the position that he was in, where he was just like, going nowhere in life. So because he didn't have a car. So it was helpful for him. I would say, as far as, is it competition for Uber and Lyft right now down here? No. In my opinion, no. It's the benefit to it is that you're getting what you see on the screen is what you're getting. But at the same time, let's say Uber and Lyft do give you there's a ping right there. This is like 6.9 plus 3.2, so make that 10 miles for $12. That to me is not great, but if you're an ex-driver, you might think it's good. But the total thing on this is, so this is Yeah, 10 and a half miles for $12. Yeah. I mean, right now, the time kind of makes sense because there's not that much traffic. But I would say this about Uber and Lyft, especially on the upper platform, because I drive XL. This is why I like Lyft sometimes. I could get a little held up in traffic on a Lyft XL or even an upper platform ride like a Lux Black ride, and I'll get a nice little bump if the ride takes a little bit longer. With InDrive, you're getting exactly what's on the screen, and I've taken 2 rides or 3 rides so far in InDrive. No one's tipped me, and I'm kind of wondering if people understand that what they're paying is what I'm getting, so they're thinking I don't got a tip. I'm not sure. And the last thing I'll say too is I have an XL, and I should probably show you guys this, but I have to get it. Whatever, I'll do it another time. I got an XL request the other day, an InDrive XL request. Now, it was 4 point something miles for the actual ride, and it was offering 13.50 is what it was offering. So yeah, you could say that's $2 a mile, but I'm 4 miles away from it. So that's deceiving. This actually would have ended up being like $1 a mile, and then it would have taken me probably would have taken me 20 minutes or so to do. That's not really a good per hour either. So I think it's helpful for like you're a basic driver. I'm getting more InDrive requests too, like in downtown Miami, places like that, than I am everywhere else. So, but I am getting them in Fort Lauderdale, and I'm not sure if I've been getting them in Boca and Delray yet. I gotta think about that. But I do screenshot a lot of my requests to see where they're coming from and how much it's paying and stuff like that, because I'm still studying it. But right now I don't view it as competition because a lot of requests come to me and then they sit there for a while. And then you might get like an Uber Lux ping, a Lyft Lux ping, and it's the same thing. I'm like, oh, they just switched the apps. I've seen them switch. They couldn't get anybody on InDrive, so they went to Uber. So, I don't think right now, if you're driving upper platform like me, it's competitive right now because again, you get locked into whatever that rate is, and
Right.
I don't know about the customer support yet, and I also don't know about the there's no adjustments, and I don't know about the waiting time either. Someone takes their time when you can cancel because they stress not canceling rides. So I wish that there was someone I could talk to because the idea could work. But the bottom line is the passenger is the one that goes in the app and says, oh, hey, I want an XL. And they can make an XL pay out like a basic ride. I mean, seriously, they can make it pay out like trash. And then you have to try and go back and go up. But you're trying to go up from a lowball offer to begin with. Right. So it's the thing that's still killing us is that people are basing pricing off Uber and Lyft. And that's the last thing I'll say on that. So, and right. That's what we have to get away from. We have to try to find a way to get people away from that.
Well, as long as InDrive is the market maker, right? And I'm not saying they're wrong for being the market maker. If you guys don't know what I mean by market maker, they're the ones that's setting the starting price, right? If it's a 20-mile ride, they're the ones that's saying it should be $25 or $45 or whatever the platform is, right? And then they give you a couple of percentage points up and a couple of percentage points down to negotiate. So, like I said, you know what I'm gonna do tomorrow. I'll go ahead and I'll sign up. I'll sign up because I don't like what happened today.
So, Vinny, it might take you a while to sign up, and I don't know. I heard that they're not taking any more applications. I mean, I may have gotten lucky and snuck in, but still, I would say sign up for sure. Sign up. I will say this too. You're right. They are the market maker. And what they do is they have this thing in the app where you go in and like you said, a 10-mile ride, you put in $10 and it'll say great deal. This is a great deal. They almost incentivize you to hit like that middle option because you as a passenger can go higher. You could say, hey, for this ride, yeah, I'll put in $20. I've seen it. Like I said, I've showed you that, Vinny. I've showed you rides where the passenger went up. And they couldn't get nobody, and then they went up, and then they went up to like freaking $35 one time on a really good ride. I was like, yo, let me try and get this, and I didn't. But so I mean, that's the good part of it when the passenger goes up. And I did do a ride out of the soccer game, which right now does not look like it's surging. I think the game is over, where the passengers went up. So there are instances where when it goes up, it's helpful. And but you better make sure you do that ride as quickly as possible because you don't want to get stuck in traffic or have to add miles to it because you're locked in. So yeah, if it says 10 miles, you want to make it 9 miles. Seriously, you're locked into that price. So just keep that in mind.
All right, Merlin has joined the conversation. Nicholas has joined the conversation. Y'all make sure you go check out Nicholas Williams' channel. That's a young buck. He's coming through in the Tesla doing a bunch of rideshare videos. I like what he's doing there. RideShare Lisa, don't forget, she's got a channel. We got to get RideShare Lisa on next week. She's always with us. It's too early for InDrive to be competition. That's why they're paying everybody to wrap their cars in the logo. Now, I will see that. I have seen a lot of cars wrapped in InDrive. You talk about getting the word out there. These cars are wrapping themselves up, front doors, rear doors.
Okay.
Just in there. Oh, he can't call in. So there's Mario. There's Mario. But he's working. And I know we're going to see this tomorrow. I know we're going to see this tomorrow on his video, on his vlog, Mario. You can clip this, Mario. I give you permission to clip this out and put this on your vlog. Mario's going to say, it's so slow. I could have went on the RideShare Garage last night and we'd have been okay. Anyway, by the way, Eddie's having problems. He lost his internet connection. Something happened to his internet. He texted me, so hopefully he'll be back soon. I know we still got Tony with us. We got Thomas with us somewhere. Everybody's out there working.
Doing a late night airport. What did he say? He's doing a late night airport in Miami? Really?
Yeah. Well, you know,
I'm still here.
Have you watched any of Mario's videos? Mario Mateo?
Okay.
He does a lot of he works the airports. His videos they're entertaining. I tell you that. They're entertaining.
Oh, okay.
Stuff in there. Yeah, he's got some good stuff in there. So he works Miami. He lives downtown. I never knew that he was a stand-up comedian at one time. I didn't know that he used to work for the Miami Herald. He's an interesting guy. And don't forget the little doggy too. You got to remember the doggy too. All right. If you wrap your car with InDrive, will Uber not let you drive? I thought I heard Uber said no wrap cars. This is the problem. Uber is not. No, you're not supposed to have a wrapped car when you're driving for Uber or Lyft. It's part of their TOS. It's part of their TOS. Omar, I hear what you're saying. It's my car. So I don't know. I don't know how it's going to work.
No, we've talked about this before.
Part of the TOS for Uber and Lyft is you cannot be advertising for any other business on your car.
Right.
In terms of
I haven't gone through the TOS in a while. They keep changing it. I'm going to assume that it's the same TOS. But
Right.
we said this before, Vinny. Oh, I've said this before. It's just like it's like anything else. It's like someone has to complain.
Yes.
And nobody does. People bitch and complain about, oh man, I got this Uber today and it was all beat up. And so I just, and so I didn't tip the driver and then like this passive aggressiveness. Report the person if they got their bumper hanging off or if a door can't get open, that's a safety issue. Or, you know what I'm saying? Report them. Nobody reports them. So no one's reporting these cars with the InDrive logos on them. They're gonna keep doing what they're doing. Vinny, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You've seen some clapped out upper platform cars.
See, that's where the InDrive car will get nailed. InDrive won't get nailed on the Toyota Corolla taking the extra comfort on Lyft. That won't be where the problem is. It'll be when somebody orders an XL or when somebody orders a Premier SUV or a Lux Black or Lux Black XL and that car shows up wrapped in InDrive. That's where the problem's going to be.
Maybe, yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm not saying I want to get other drivers in trouble or anything like that. I'm just saying there are rules, like what you're saying, Vinny. There are rules, and if people decide to report this and then Uber investigates it, then it could, again, you might be if you're one of these drivers, you might be dealing with an unintended consequence. So for me, I'm all about, do what you got to do. So I don't hate on it. I won't wrap my car though. I will not wrap my car.
It's not happening.
Do they pay you for customer referrals like Uber and Lyft used to?
Let me see. Hold on.
I don't know. I have no idea.
I don't know.
So here's one thing that will still benefit higher tier drivers with Premier. Surge hacking. I drive around a lot with Lyft passengers on Premier Hourly and scoop up surges as I drive. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That is 100% correct, sir. With the recent changes, right. All right. So he's tried to sign up. Danny's tried to sign up for InDrive and it's not letting him. I hear a lot. There have been people that have said that they're having problems with the app trying to sign up. I don't know. I was almost there, and then I decided not to because I didn't want a third ride sharing app.
I'm looking for more apps, to be honest with you. So I might sign up for DoorDash. I'll never do any rides except those catering rides, but I might sign up for it.
Tomorrow I have a curry in the morning at 7 for $50, and then at lunch I have a delivered catering for another $40.
That's a nice little 2-ride setup. That's a nice 2-job setup. Steven, you were going to say something?
No, I'm just reading.
Oh, well, okay.
I'm reading the comments.
I'm still here, guys. So don't worry. I'm still here.
Oh, we got you, Thomas. We got you. RideShare Lisa says one time I was turned in for drinking. I haven't drank in 10 years. Well, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you know how that goes.
Yep.
Raymond's like, that's a driver that goes to the port of Everglades with a minivan, crazy dirty, and no AC. I don't understand how he's still driving on the apps. Yeah. Well, here's another one. How about guys? Nah, I don't want to do that. I'm not gonna do that tonight. Not gonna do. I was gonna talk about one guy in particular, but
you know what's funny? Going back to what Lisa said, right? It's funny how a number of us, and we know, or you know somebody. At least I definitely know somebody that's been reported for something under the influence. It's what a convenient.
Well,
and you know what? Let me tell you a story. You know what? To add to that point, the other day I was picking somebody up. I don't remember what it was. If it was an XL, I think it was an XL. I don't remember what kind of ride it was, right? And so look at this, right? Right here. What does it look like? Just right here, without the logo. What does it look like?
Mulvaney looks like a Mulvaney beer. A Mulvaney beer, yeah.
So the guy says to me, "Oh shit, I thought that was a Bud Light, bro." They were laughing in the back at me, and I'm like, and then I happened to turn it, and they're like, "Oh, okay, yeah." I thought that was a. And I looked at the guy and I said, "Wouldn't that go? Like, wouldn't that, you know, wouldn't that go against the whole thing?" Because these guys were drunk. So I'm like, you guys, and they were trying to get me to go party with them. I'm like, doesn't that kind of go against what we're doing here, guys? Like,
you know what though? Put that can up again. Put that can up again backwards.
Backwards, right? Okay, here we go. Just like this.
I want everybody to see that. That's like some real shit, man. Hold on.
You could be sitting in your car like this, and you might be thinking, "Yo, what is this guy drinking?" Just like that.
There it is. Yeah. This shit looks like a light. It looks like a Mulvaney can.
It looks like it looks like something. It could be a natural ice something.
Yeah.
It's
5 o'clock somewhere.
Yes. Yeah.
But that's crazy though.
Yes.
Crazy though.
And so I just happened to rotate it that way, and the guy thought, "Oh man, is this guy drinking?" But then I put it back down, and it showed the front of the logo. He was like, "Oh, okay, it's a Pepsi." And I'm like, "What happened?" He's like, "Yeah, we were laughing at you because we thought you were having a Bud Light right now." And I'm like, "I don't blame the guy." And
that is crazy, dude. Well, I wonder how many drivers were actually drinking out of a Pepsi can.
Or anything.
Drinking
anything. It could even be a Red Bull, and it could look like you were drinking like a Corona Light or something like that. Because a lot of these beers, or whatever they are, alcoholic beverages, the White Claw. Tell me a White Claw doesn't look like a Red Bull. Look it up, Vinny. Or anybody that's watching, look up a White Claw can and a Red Bull can.
Dude. Damn.
Charge people to get in with White Claws. $50 per head.
I've had them leave them in my car.
There you go. There you go. I like that. I like that. Hell yeah.
All right, let's catch up with some of these. All right, we already did that one. Danny wants to know: do we need rideshare insurance plus Uber and Lyft insurance? I do not use rideshare insurance. I
have rideshare.
That is
in Colorado. All the insurance companies will drop you if you don't use their endorsement.
Right. So that is a personal choice. That's why I don't ever get into a topic here on the channel, because some places are going to want it, some places aren't. I've got my opinion on insurance in general, so we're not required. Let's just put it.
Maybe
that
this could maybe
Here
this could
in
be a
Calif-
topic for another show.
And here in California, there's a bunch of companies that they don't provide rideshare insurance, and if they find out you're doing rideshare, they will they'll drop you. It won't cover you.
Right. Right.
Yeah, the Allstate that I had with my own car only cost me like $12 extra a month.
All right. So here's another question. Question everybody on the panel: can I ceramic coat my Tesla? It's black now, and I want to put ceramic coating on it. Not sure is Uber or Lyft will have an issue with it. I'm lost here.
Isn't ceramic
does
coating
he
just
want a
like
ceramic?
a paint
It's a
protection?
clear protection. Yeah, it's paint protection.
Yeah, you
I'm
can do
wondering if
that.
he's talking about wrapping, because he wants to go charcoal black.
I've seen a lot of cars be wrapped. I don't see an issue with it. If he's talking about wrapping, I don't see an issue with it.
I think that
Ceramic coating is protecting your paint. So
right. I think that's absolutely what he wants to do, is wrap. Black is black.
yeah. Black is black.
I know people that have had white cars, gray cars, blue cars, and when they went and got it wrapped black, they went on down there to the hub, turned in some pictures, and next thing you know, Uber black.
Even your favorite one, Torsten, had a video about wrapping BMWs black that he got from like.
Take over the show. Even take over the show. I'm out of here. Don't even
Anyways, he bought them from auction and had a video about wrapping them black.
Yeah.
Why do you want to go trigger me, man?
You know what's great? I was just about to say, you know what's great about this show is that if it isn't Eddie, it's somebody triggering. You know, death, taxes, and someone triggering Vinny.
Right. Yeah. When he go on his rants, it's epic. I love it.
Oh my god.
I love it.
Apps need to make more money and need to make money. Taking from
my god. Hey. Now Eddie is blaming me.
By the way, that was pre-rant, Torsten. Probably when you're right. Probably okay with him.
I pay that guy about as much attention as he pays me, so we're good there. I can't with that guy. I can't. Anyway, Eddie, apparently somebody busted a tree. Somebody ran over a tree, and Eddie's blaming me for it. So yeah.
Eddie's having one of those when it rains it pours types of weeks, huh?
Bro, so what I would like to do with the chat, everybody that's in the chat, I know you guys aren't going to want to do this, but at some point I'm going to want to do this. We're going to take up a collection to get Eddie laid. I think Eddie needs some adult female company, and if he was here, I would say it to his face. I would. Now, it doesn't have to be a breathing, living female company. We can mail order him that guy. We can mail order him one of those, and maybe get Eddie in a better, and get Eddie in a better position. That guy's having a rough time right now, and I'm not there to give him a hug. Melvin, if you're still with us, Melvin, Bucky, if you're in Texas, I'll cash app you $30 for gas or electric charge. Somebody can go give Eddie a hug. He needs a big old hug. He needs a hug. Right? He needs a hug. So we got to take care of him. All right, let's
like when we say a hug, like like a bro hug, like hey bro, okay. Yeah. Now if it goes longer than like 3 seconds, if it goes like like whoa.
No bumping uglies. We can't bump uglies. No bumping uglies. Okay, this ain't the military. We ain't trying to make your buddy smile.
Eddie's got that look like he's a hugger, like
No, Eddie likes women. Trust me. Eddie likes women. Trust me.
No, I know, but I'm just saying, like he's one of those guys that looks like he's gonna embrace. Like there's a hug, like hey, what's up, bro? And then there's like an embracement,
Right. All right. Let me hold on. I wanted to Steven got me with a chat here. I wanted to get this. Boys, this is very simple. The apps need to make money. Agreed. You need to make money. Double agreed. Take from an old saying, nobody owes you shit, and put in other words, beggars can't be choosers. Shit will hit the fan. So what he's saying is, in a roundabout way, is we have a choice. We could try to get our money on these apps, or we could try to get our money elsewhere.
Damn.
Or as Eddie likes to say, nobody cares. Work harder.
Nobody cares. Work harder. 100%. We appreciate you. I'm not messing with that name, Eddie. I can't, because I don't want to mess with
Hungry.
You said
what combo?
you said he likes
combo?
women. Is he liking like the
What-
new Women Plus or whatever? The
I hope I got
Women
it.
Comfort on Lyft.
Damn.
What happened? I missed that. What was that? What was that, Tony?
Are you talking about like the way Lyft defines women, or
Mm.
Yeah, dead air. We got nothing. I got nothing. Got nothing here for you, man. I got nothing for you. Anyway,
Oh my goodness.
I have any. Oh, look at this. Amtrak. Amtrak was it? I have people pick up my energy drink cans all the time and look at them.
See, I wouldn't put up with that. Like, don't touch my shit.
Don't touch my stuff. Yeah.
Is
No.
Washington a good area for rideshare jobs? Are we talking about the state of Washington? Or are we
Or
talking
DC?
about Steve?
Yeah.
Next week, we're going to have a guy on, Fritz Duval from
Oh.
DC, and he's gonna come on the show next week. We talked to him a little earlier. He'll be joining us next week. Tell us all about what's going on in Be More in Washington DC.
Damn. Don't put up Ramon's comment, bro. Just damn.
Wait a minute. No. I'm trying to figure out. Wait. What? Oh no, I'm not doing that. Not doing that.
God damn it.
Silver Fox. Now that's a California answer right there, buddy. I'm not gonna say it. If you don't know what a Fuda doll is, if you don't know what Fuda is, I can't help you. You need a little more extracurricular stuff in your life. Anyway, let's change this subject. So, what's going on with everybody out there tonight? I don't know what kind of questions we got out here in the group. Tony, you want to talk about your $3,000 week last week?
you will have questions?
I don't have any questions. I'm out of questions for the night.
Are there questions? I did work 80 hours to do it.
Oh, okay.
I did a Lyft bonus to do it, and a bunch of surge rides on UberX, and then some catering orders here and there.
Yeah, okay. The 80 hours is what got me. Vinny, that was low on your boy, Eddie. That's your boy. Yeah, that's why I went low on him.
Yeah,
Whoa.
well, the prior week I worked 0 hours because I had the Rona.
Well, you know what? That's the other thing too, bros. You had to make up for that time.
Yeah, that's why I'm doing some Lyft work right now too.
What do you mean? Oh, you're taking lower tier rides?
Yeah, because I've got a $300 challenge that I can do this by tomorrow.
Oh, see, yeah, I still don't see those. For the life of me, I don't see those. I don't know. Sergio gets them every week. I heard Sergio said somebody said something slick to him. Listen, bro, I don't begrudge anybody for making their money. If Lyft and Uber are going to give you really good quests and really good challenges, I don't give a shit who you are. Go get that money. Just go get that money, man. Just go get that
I know
money.
that's right.
Somebody just went online.
I
That
know.
sounded like-
I heard it too.
Yeah, that sounds like somebody's got all the way open, man. That was Vinny with his. He got X on.
Buddy, wasn't me.
You gotta
That's
turn
me.
on the
That
app
was
in
me.
order
That
to
was
see
me.
the surges, because they won't show them to you unless you hit
Wait a
the
minute.
on button.
That's the guy. That's the guy that doesn't even do rideshare. Got his rideshare app on. Really, Steven? What are you gonna
You
do?
know what? I
Facebook?
gotta see if Comfort or Select actually gives me a ride while I'm here at home. It's very important.
You just like our buddy Richie. Okay, sitting at the corner of the bed. I just got a request, but
I'm comfortable. I'm too comfortable to go get.
I just got a request.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Shared combined. Yeah,
It's going all the way down to Miami. I don't know.
I don't know.
I know one thing though. On October 18th, I have a third row in my car, according to my Lyft app.
According to my Lyft app too.
Ooh. You know what? And I've been thinking a lot about that too when I was out giving rides. I'm always thinking at the end of the day, subconsciously, I'm like, could I have done all these rides in a Model Y today? Could I have done all these rides in a Model Y today? And then I'll go back and I'll look. And I'm like, 99% of the time, I could have done all these rides in a Model Y because I didn't have more than 4 people and no more, they didn't overload me with luggage. That's the curious thing I'm with. Steven, how many suitcases can you get with without dropping the second row in the Model Y? How much
in the back?
Actually, yeah. How much luggage?
If you're talking about the big suitcases, only 2. Yeah. If it's the large, if it's those big old suitcases, I can get like 2 of those in there. If it's a standardized, what's that?
For some carry-ons and stuff.
Yeah.
If they're small enough, you can still put them in the sub trunk and the frunk too. I've put a stroller in the frunk before.
I didn't do the stroller in the front. I ended up putting that in the back, and then they all sat in the back seat. So I just sat one bag in the front seat with me in the passenger seat. But all my rides, I was able to take the people. I had no issue. But yeah, 2 large bags. You're talking about 2 in the back.
Yeah, or if there's like 1 large bag per person and there's 4 people, I'm like, bro, you got to order an XL.
Nah, standing them up doesn't work because then it wouldn't fit. It wouldn't. It'll bump up against the top. The hatchback, it doesn't work.
Takes away some cubic.
Man, I know how to play Tetris. Yeah, I know how to play Tetris. I can fit stuff in if I need to.
That's exactly what I tell people when I always tell people when I'm doing a ride like to the airport. I go, hey, I need to see all the luggage. And sometimes people start trying to load the luggage, and I stop them. I go, hey, listen, don't let me do this. I know what I'm doing. And after I'm done, every single time, 100% of the time, they go, oh wow, man, yeah, you know how to load your car up. I didn't think it would all fit. I'm like, yeah, it's just like Legos or just like Tetris. That's what I say. It's Tetris.
But those hard shell suitcases suck though, because
those are
0.
garbage.
Yeah,
they give 0.
Play. Yeah.
Those and strollers with those giant ass wheels.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
You mean the fancy strollers, the privileged strollers?
Pretty much.
The strollers that I've never had myself.
Exactly. The only reason it's in my car is because somebody else had it.
But I do want to get a Veer wagon stroller that's like $800. It's on my wish list, but it ain't happening.
A wagon stroller? What the hell is it? What's the name of it?
It's on tacticalbabygear.com. It's a partnership they have with Veer.
Babygear.com.
Yes.
Oh my God. I am not.
I hear someone's app. I hear someone got a shared ride.
That was mine.
Yep.
Damn.
But Denver doesn't do shared. Denver has 0 shared on Uber or Lyft.
Uber just made me update my app. Oh shit.
They forced you to update?
Yeah, they've never done that before.
I had to agree to some new addendum over here. So
no, they've never done that. They just forced me to do it now. It's been probably a long time, maybe a year since I've updated this app.
So Tony, you said a tactical wheeler stroller?
It's tacticalbabygear.com. It's a Veer, VEER.
You at the airport's low right now.
Veer stroller. Okay, let's get into that.
Oh,
Vinny,
I've been on there.
Hey, Vinny, remember?
They have.
Vinny, remember you're online right now. Okay, don't accidentally pull up the Pornhub tab. Okay.
I don't know what you're talking about.
If you guys don't know, Vinny's been cleared to do exercise.
Basically, I could fit all 3 of the little ones.
Progress, baby, progress.
In a wagon.
Listen, just so you know, I was keeping myself in shape, okay?
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
And yes, I gotta go both hands, so you know.
Oh shit.
You guys see all those screens in the background, right?
Right.
Oh, shit. Anyway, Sergio's
Hi,
in the
Def.
house. Let's see Sergio's here.
Sergio.
Let me talk to Sergio for a quick second. Hey, in case you guys don't know, this coming Tuesday night, a week from yesterday, our friend to the channel, RideShare Garage, Sergio with SMTMC, will be interviewing David Risher on the 26th next week. Okay. Show starts off 3:00 on that West Coast, 6:00 on the East Coast. He says he's going to grill him. He says he's going to put it to him. That's what he says. We're going to find out. Yeah, we're going to find out. And that's
You let any one of us come on there, we all deactivate it.
He's gonna put him in the
Right.
waffle
you
iron.
ain't lying. You better have them comments closed, bro, because
It's
it's going to be a
a
whole
wrap.
lot of deactivated drive.
Nah,
Anyway.
Bucky,
Right.
I store all my cleaning supplies and different stuff in the floor. So no.
Sergio says I did about 200 trips on Lyft the last 30 days.
Man,
all
super
about
ant mode.
$4 or less. I grinded and anted for those guarantees and
God damn.
I'm proud of it. Ant forever. The AFU. Listen, like I said, if you're getting them, go get that money, man. Go get it. No hard feelings at all. I don't begrudge anybody for that.
I got a 1,026 points on Lyft, so I'll be a platinum.
Oh.
Now you see, I wasn't going to say anything. I'm going to wait before I make that announcement. There's something I've been working towards, and I'm almost there because there's something I want to see if it works. It does involve Lyft, but I'm already platinum. You know, platinum with Lyft does give you some advantages if you can get that platinum plus. If you can get that platinum plus, and if you like to work airports, you're going to love platinum plus. Because you're gonna unlock some faster times at the airport.
Plus, you can
10 from
call
150 is not bad.
support and get pissed off at a human telling you the same thing that the computer tells you on your chat support.
Oh, 100%. 100%. Sergio says this week Uber missed me and sent me 10 for 150. Knocked that out really fast. So been anting. It's not right. Listen, send me Uber, Lyft.
Yeah.
Uber, Lyft. Just send me fucking requests. I'd be happy. Shit. Fuck the challenges. I ain't worried about that. Just let me get paid, man. Let me get working here. Let's see. You can drop the floor on the Model Y. I'm trying to
and the other thing
Hollywood.
is I get less space in my car because of the performance. The motors are bigger than yours.
It's like the Hollywood strike might be coming to an end.
No way.
Strike. Yeah, I just got a market watch update.
Well, the UAW ain't gonna stop striking. They got more plants closing on Friday.
You know what? Listen, hey, Thomas, I know you down for the cause, but
Yes.
you know, Kramer said, take your jobs to Mexico. You know,
We all know what Kramer can do.
What? You ain't lying.
That's what he says.
But all the workers from Mexico, aren't they in?
Dude,
like,
Kramer
Chicago
was
and
talking cash shit on CNBC the other day.
So, Bucky, okay, so you know why? You know why, Bucky? Because when you reach the top of the Ant Mountain, they got you. They got you. That's it. It's gonna happen to Sergio next. We got you.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't get any quests or challenges. I get 3 ride streaks with Lyft. And matter of fact, the one just ended. The $18 3 ride streak at the mall just ended for me.
I had that today, Vinny. I couldn't believe it. I was like, where did this come from? I had it.
What'd you
Vinny,
have?
you know, I did
The same thing. The 3 for 18, starting at whatever time it was starting, and then
9:50 for me today. It would have been 9:15 at night to 10:15 at night.
no, I had it before we started the stream, but now it looks like it went away.
They give it to different people at different times. The last 2 weeks, I've had it at 6:15 in the morning, and I
had it this
every one of them.
Yeah, I had it this morning as well, because I worked last night, and then I had it this afternoon. I don't even know where it comes from. I should go look at the full schedule here.
Always look at your schedule. Yeah.
So I did a $4 $1.50 per mile Lyft today, and earned myself a tip bonus of $24 on that one.
Nice.
Oh, that's what's up.
That's the one thing I find of doing all these 20 trips or whatever is they're all short trips in a business district. I get tipped probably 50% of the time, and when I do get tipped, it's like minimum $5.
Yeah, you
You
can't.
know what? You know what's going on? I might be falling into the category that Vinny talks about, where I'm just not taking any lift rides. So I've got 18 in the morning, then 9, and then in the afternoon 21. From 1 to let's see, is it a zone? Oh, it's that zone BS.
Buddy, just give
use
me your app. Just
your
give me your
area
app.
filter.
We're gonna update your picture, and I'll leave a real truck in front of your house, and I'll take your Tonka toy out and go make me some money.
Yeah, we could do that
I am
because
not-
it's not in my area, dude. It's downtown in South Beach. It's North Miami, south of 168. It's like the hood, North Miami.
You don't have
And
one
then-
over Dania?
Nope, Coconut Creek. And then
I tell you, boy, they put these 3 ride streaks and make you leave your area to go.
Deerfield Beach, like around Hillsborough and like Powerline. What? And then Aventura. That would be the closest one to me is Aventura.
That's not so bad. Sergio says Kramer has him blocked on Twitter or X. Yeah, Kramer's good for that, man. Kramer's good for that mess, bro. Let's see what else was here. Those hard suitcases are Ramoa, and only the elite own them since they cost like $2,000. Bro, that's all I get down here. Those hard case suitcases, bro. Jesus Christ, and get a ton of them. And MKKM is up. You got some words for Mr. Steven there. I'm gonna let you figure that out in the comments. So keeping it professional, bro. You're on live. So Ty, what is that? Ty B's got 60 rides Monday through Thursday, $200 bonus offer in Denver. Like I said, it's where they need them, and drivers that don't drive, this is how they get them to come back. It's like we say, the guys who are always out there working, they feel like they got you. Like Omar said, they feel like once you ant up enough, they feel like they got you, and they don't take care of their good drivers. They would rather reward the bad drivers or the drivers that don't drive. That's exactly what it comes down to. This is why they will never succeed. This is why they will never succeed. You know, not everybody should get a participation trophy.
And
By the way,
I don't.
real quick, hold on before you finish that. Tonight's official sponsor, Gig With It. Your
Just
RideShare,
gig with it.
your RideShare and gear apparel people. I'm gonna put I should have put their website in the comments. There it is. I'm gonna pin it. You guys go check out Gig With It. So fellow driver, he's got a RideShare apparel company, and they do some good stuff. And all profits off of there, a percentage of every sale. We use Vinny Cuz. A percentage of every sale goes to the fund for those drivers that were killed or seriously hurt while doing RideShare or.
Sergio sent me a video of a rideshare driver that got shot in Denver yesterday.
Oof.
Just a random shooting, just like this guy shooting off the side of the street, and it just happened to be a rideshare driver.
Jesus.
Wow.
My Lord.
Know about that.
Yeah. I was gonna say, Vinny, that I don't know how much. I know you have an opinion on this, and I don't want this to become a topic of conversation. I'm just saying that all of a sudden I have streaks now, and I probably have my acceptance rate in Lyft's got to be like 1%. So
yeah. Well, no, it's just because they're trying to get you back on the platform. That's what they do.
yeah.
Like I said, the last 2 weeks I had these phenomenal 3 ride streaks right down the street every morning, and I hit them. And now that I hit them this week, it's no longer in the morning; it's in the evening. So they're trying to move me around, like a pawn on a chessboard. No, I'm not. That's not a problem. I wouldn't get mad at that. I mean, you get it when you can. Sergio says incentive-based system is the failure of these companies.
Yep.
You know, that could be a good conversation next week, Sergio.
Yeah. That
If you
yeah.
come on the show, we can talk about that. I don't
Yeah.
necessarily agree with that, but we can talk about that. Because if that's the case, then any incentive-based payout is detrimental to the company, I would think, right?
No, but the next comment I think adds to that, Vinny. The next comment is the one I like the most.
Okay, fun fact, Vinny. Only job where you can get paid less the longer you work for them. Yeah. Good employees always get shit on. That's any business, though. That's not just rideshare. Good employees always get shit on because they know you'll do it. They know you'll take care of it. They know you, first of all, any company's only going to pay you enough to bring you back the next day and the next week and the next month because you got bills and now you're dependent on them bills. They pay you just enough incrementally so you go more in debt. Now you go more in debt and now you got to work even more. And that's how they string you out for 40 fucking years before they kill you off that 401k, right? And if they know you're going to take it, you're going to keep doing the work. They're going to keep putting more work on you. You know, everybody got it twisted when what the hell was the name of that movie real quick with Chaz?
Or better yet, not only will they kill you, Vinny, not only will they kill you, I'll give you one better. They'll promote you.
Yeah, they'll promote you incrementally.
Stress you out, and then all of a sudden
100%.
you're going out on a
People
stretcher.
have seen the Bronx Tale.
Responsibility, pay. It went up, but it didn't match the responsibility. Okay, where you were,
responsibility. Oh, 100%.
Like this.
No,
like this, like that.
Yeah.
I agree, Sergio. I agree. We can talk about this, brother. We can talk about this because without incentives in today's market, right? But when they originally formed these companies, we were paid very, very well. You were paid very well. It's not.
And the more you work, the more you
The point
made.
is it's unsustainable.
Exactly. The more you worked in the beginning, the more you got paid. Now it's the opposite because now they got to make a profit, right? They realize there's no Amazon. We realize Uber and Lyft is no freaking Amazon. They're not going to have that big, all of a sudden turn around and be this big profitable monster on the market. It's just not going to happen. If they're not profitable by now, they might not ever be profitable. But, you know, what do I know? I'm just a dumbass Uber driver. Anyway, I almost got
Somebody clip that. Somebody clip that.
Ooh, I almost got on a rant.
So many jokes.
Sergio got me. Sergio got me to change my.
So many jokes.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. 100%. 100%, Sergio. I don't disagree with that. Oh, so Ty B says he stopped driving in Denver simply for that reason. I haven't seen this video, Tony panel. I haven't seen it. I didn't even hear about this. I've been trying to stay away from the news as much as possible.
Me too.
I know guys like Omar and Eddie and Tony, they have a way of triggering me into certain rants, and I didn't want to do that tonight. And Omar's, hey, anybody, I got a question for the group. Question for the chat. It's a serious question. Can anybody tell me who is leading the AFC East right now? Who's number one in the division in the AFC?
You see, it's funny. He doesn't want anyone to trigger him, but then he goes, you know what I'm saying, and has to poke and has to just go, you know. He doesn't want anyone.
Yeah.
Does anybody know who's number one in the AFC division right now?
Yeah,
Doesn't
that
want
that
to,
would,
okay?
That would be Miami.
Thank you, Thomas. Thank you, sir. Thomas. And I do believe
That
your
would be-
Bucks are number one in their division.
Well, we got a three-way tie for first place because we got 3 teams that's 2-0.
Listen, don't you got some working out to do? Okay.
Can we come to the conclusion that
I got my
if Russell
Tua right
Wilson,
here. Here's my Tua
Russell-
right here, buddy. Here's Tua right here. What was that, Mr. Denver? Oh,
can we come to the conclusion that if Russell Wilson still can't win under Sean Payton, that he does suck?
Trash.
I never thought he was a good quarterback anyway.
Trash.
Right.
Does Denver play Buffalo this week? Who do they play this week? Buffalo or Miami?
No. Denver's
They
in
play
Miami.
They play Miami, right? Yeah.
Here.
Yeah.
They are in here.
Hey, that's gonna get ugly.
Yeah, so we might. Omar and I have thought about doing a little live streaming during the football games. Might be interested to get little Tony action on the side.
No, you know what? I'll bet on the Nuggets versus Miami, but not Denver Broncos.
You know what? You're going in timeout. You half-hearted dude. You. What the hell, Tony? Oh my God, he was talking all that shit when he had the upper hand with the Joker. It was the heat's going down and it'll be a good game. And now that they're going to get mud stomped all over South Beach on Sunday, now Tony was, I got to work.
No,
I gotta
if
whop it.
Russell
I got a
Wilson is
DoorDash
on the
order on
team,
Sunday.
you
Huh?
bet against it. If Russell Wilson's on the team, you bet against him.
All right. Let's see. Sergio says, so please stop by next week, check out the interview live, and give me my grade. I'm aiming for at least a B plus, which would be better than Harry. Listen, Sergio, we're with you, bro. We've been announcing it. We're with you. We're with you, my brother. We're gonna see. And then you can come on Wednesday night and we'll open up the comment section. How about that?
I look forward to Fisher saying I legally can't answer that question. I look forward to it.
Since the comment section is going to be closed on Tuesday night, maybe we can, if all goes well, we can get Sergio on Wednesday night, and we can open up our comment section because we don't censor around here.
Is he going to be live from an undisclosed location?
Him and Rich are going to be doing Lyft shared rides in the hills.
Oh my gosh!
Oh, I thought Sergio said that. Sergio, I thought you guys said you guys were going to close the comments. You're going to leave it open. I remember one time you said you guys were going to close the comments.
Yeah, he did say that.
I know. I
I'm giving Sergio a hard time. I'm giving Richard a hard time. So.
Sergio should challenge Risher to a gig war.
Damn, it's a wrap. It's a wrap.
Oh,
we trying to kill the CEO.
That would be so fucked up.
No subscribers.
Subscribers only. Okay. Comments will be open for subscribers only. Okay, that'll be interesting. Well, listen, either way, we're all going to be there. Sergio, he has no chance. He has no chance. Yeah, we kind of figured you would run him over. Actually, knowing the way the game is played, Risher would get do 3 rides, make $1,000 bonus.
Yep.
And Sergio would get do 3 rides and you owe us $300.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly how that shit would go.
Yep. I don't know how that happened. All
right, let's see what else we got going on. There will be lots of mods kicking everybody out. You guys should let us see. You guys should let us log into your stream and throw it out to all of our channels as well. Get you even more viewers. But what do I know? What do I know? Anyway.
So that's a fair warning. Get your 10 Gmail accounts locked and loaded.
Go subscribe now to the RideShare Guy.
Yeah.
Get your 10 email accounts logged in.
Get in there now. Yep. Get in there now.
When mods kick you out, you can come right back. But damn it, you didn't answer my question. Kicked out.
Exactly.
My question. Kicked out.
You can answer the same question 10 different ways. You really could.
Somebody did ask me a question in here. What happened to Eddie? No, Eddie's not in timeout. Somebody wrecked a telephone pole by Eddie's house. Car accident, and he is without internet right now.
Of course, right on the live.
Let's just hope it wasn't an Uber driver. Oh boy.
Sergio is big time. I saw him get interviewed on Channel 7 News over here. Yeah.
He's kind of a big deal,
I've been on the news before. I ain't saying that much over there. Okay.
Was I on the news?
Now that Lyft is getting rid of Lux, there might be
I was
a
on
lot
the news before.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You got Brody. You got interviewed by the big guys with Uber. You were an Uber guy, right?
I did get interviewed. Oh yeah.
Here's the question, though. Here's the question: to get that interview with the Uber guy, did you have to go by Sergio and kiss the ring? Did you have to go kiss the ring? That's what I want to know.
No, I didn't have to kiss the ring.
Gambit's here. Mr. Gambit won $25 last night on Show Me the Money Club. I saw you, Mr. Gambit. I saw you get that $25. He's part of that $25 club now, God damn it. Anyway, we got about 10 minutes left, y'all. We're going to wrap this one up. It has been fun as always. We love the
Yes.
RideShare Garage on Wednesday night. We're here to help. Sorry, Eddie could not finish it. I know Mr. Thomas is out there hustling, making that money.
Yes, sir.
I know Tony's out there making that. I'm glad everybody's safe. And that's right. Everyone's a winner. Tell them again. Tell them for in the back. They didn't hear you. We're going to start wrapping this one down. Omar, you want to give us a tip?
Yeah. So, it's funny. I actually wrote this down, and sure enough, Uber made me freaking update my freaking app today. God damn it. I swear.
You start writing shit down and preparing for the show, and then they throw a Mickey wrench at them.
No, they actually, yeah. So my tip is sometimes I'm not pro update your app. If it works, don't fix it, because a lot of times when you have something working for you, then they fix it and patch it, and then it messes you up. But like I like to use third-party apps like Para, and I'm sure that a lot of the drivers or gig workers. What the hell is that?
That's me. I'm at work. My bad.
Someone's got an old school phone over here. So sometimes, if you use like a secondary app like Gridwise or whatever it is, and I use Power, and I'm going somewhere and it's going to be busy and stuff is going to happen, the worst thing that can happen is that you have to update your app. Lyft does it to me all the time. I'll be at an event, I'm getting ready to go online, update your app. God damn it. And then it starts surging, and then everything messes you up, So my tip of the week is make sure that the app that you need, update them. And this is more of a tip for new drivers, because if you're a veteran driver, you probably know this, but sometimes it's good that as we get busier and at the end of the year for some markets, take a breath, get ready, say, hey, let me just make sure my Venmo app is updated, for cash tips or whatever. Let me make sure, it's the worst feeling in the world when you're trying to do something and then you have to update your app, and then maybe it's not working over data or whatever the case may be. Right. So always make sure your stuff is working. Hell, restart your phone before a big night. Like if you're going out for a big event, restart your phone and make sure everything is updated at home over Wi-Fi, and you got a clear mind and you're ready to go make money.
Very good. I agree 100%. I wanted to get into something here real quick. Hey, in drive. Thank you. Mr. Gammett says, guys, do you know the new thing with those multiple stops? There's an automatic timer update. Your app with Uber, 44 cents per minute. When I go shopping, you're getting paid $26.40 per hour. Okay, well then tell me, what would you do here? If you started a ride, if you were starting, you accept a ride for $20. You accept a ride for $20 to go 6 miles. As soon as you accept the ride, you start heading to go pick up your customer, your rider, and then this happens. Your one ride turns into 5 stops. What do you do? What do you do?
Cancel.
This happened to me yesterday.
Cancel.
Yesterday.
Cancel.
5:12 p.m.
Yep.
Or not yesterday, Monday. Monday, I think it was.
Yep.
Anyway, I get a request, and next thing I know, as soon as and then look at the name. The name is Makes. I ain't never heard nobody named Makes. But this is Uber. Uber. One ride turned into 5. We canceled that shit. Got the hell up out of there. I don't care how much wait time they're paying. That's a drug deal waiting to go bad. And next thing you know, I gotta defend myself. You know what I mean? Anyway,
yep.
I just thought I'd bring that up. All right, Steve, give us the tip of the week.
On the apps, there's ways to stop the notifications from popping up, especially specifically this is dealing with Uber. Stop the notifications from just popping up in the center of your screen. I mean, there's a bunch of benefits to this, but the main one is not accidentally clicking on a ride you didn't intend to accept because you're maybe looking at another app. So you should definitely go through your settings and look for the setting for turning off the pop-up notifications. And it's really useful if you're using something like Par or Maestro, because as those pop up, even Maximo as it pops up, then you won't have both notifications and it won't be covering up your important information for whether or not you're willing to accept the ride.
Okay, good enough. Big Tony, what do you got? Tony.
There we go.
Uh-oh.
He might be
Phone
on the
is,
rise. There he is.
the phone is
Yeah.
a little hot, so it lags. I'm like
Oh,
pressing the
my
mute
bad, dude.
button. Anyways,
All right.
my tip is to I kind of said it earlier. If you are going to or already have upgraded your vehicle and now your category is gone, it's probably worth building your own business so you can still get some good paying trips and look into high paying, high value type transportation. Even like I'm doing catering, I'm doing last mile delivery, but I only do the high dollar stuff. Except for today, I'm a Lyft ant.
That's okay. Listen, you got to make your money, bro. You got mouths to feed. Ain't nobody gonna begrudge anybody for that. But you're right. Hey, I mean, a lot. Well, we'll talk about that in a second. All right, Thomas.
Yes, sir.
Thomas, give us that tip of the day, buddy.
All right. My tip for the day is first and foremost, let me thank you guys for having me on. I appreciate it every week. Driven Dad, I'm glad you're doing better because I know you were going through it a couple of weeks ago, so I'm glad you all right. Uh, First things first, for me, watch everything. Even if you think it don't pertains to you, watch it. Because some things that you may think that doesn't have a direct threat towards you or impact in your life can have an impact later on somewhat. Just like how we was talking about with the UAW car workers. What's stopping all of them all of a sudden to start doing Uber drivers if they can't do nothing else but put in a car? Manufacturing and being a mechanic is two different things. There's not going to be all of a sudden a surge of repair shops getting a whole bunch of mechanics. No, you are not. You're going to have more DoorDash drivers than normal. You're going to have more Uber drivers than normal. You're going to have more Lyft drivers than normal. Everything's happening for a reason. Watch everything because it may not have an effect right now, but it will somewhere down the road. And sometimes that's where this pivot comes in. I thank Vinny and Eddie for taking their time out to even sit and tell us about this stuff because nobody else is going to tell you. It's either you're going to find out on your own the hard way, like how these people on Uber, they done found out, oh, my car's not even on this tier no more. Like, wow. Yeah, expect the unexpected. Be prepared. Do what you got to do. I mean, the old Uber CEO, he said it best. Man, drivers, you got to be accountable too. It's a two-way street, you know, and it's a choice. Nobody put a gun to our head to do this. This is something that we want to do, because we all know the landscape of the workforce anyway. Nobody wants to work for anybody who's going to talk to you any kind of way. Just because you put money in my pocket does not mean I can't punch you in the face.
Whack, whack. Whack, whack.
So, yeah. So watch everything, guys. Be aware. Do your research. Learn.
Well, we appreciate you. We appreciate everybody here. Listen, once you're on our panel, you're a member of the garage. I'm just gonna wrap it up by saying this, man. Everybody's got good comments as usual, but listen, we've been preaching it and preaching it and preaching it. This is just one little platform, Lux. That's just one little platform that went away. If Uber decides to come in and take Premier out, a Premier SUV out, right, and only have X and XL. Because when we think about it, that's what InDrive is, right? InDrive is X and XL. That's it. There's no high-end black ride on InDrive yet, at least not now. And it's like Omar's telling you, no matter how good they say the grass is greener across the street, it's the same fucking grass, right? One's going to pay you one way, one's going to pay you the other, but they're all going to pay you the same. If you're going to get a car, make sure you can afford that damn car without Uber and Lyft. Because if you can't, it's not going to work for you. It's not going to work out for you. You know, like Tony's saying, like Omar said, like Steven said, like I used to do, get you a client base, man. Build you up a client base. Do it the right way. Do it the right way. You know, it's going to cost you. You want to be a driver? You want to be a chauffeur? You want to be a limo service? The shit costs money. It ain't cheap. You're $12,000 deep in Dade or Broward County to be a limo company to start. You're $12,000 deep. You got to pay for all your licensing. You got to pay for your port permits. You got to pay for your airport permits. You got to go get all your commercial insurance. You got to go through all the inspections. I know. You're $10,000, $12,000 deep before you got your first client, before their ass is in your seat. And then you got to be specific about what type of limo service. Okay. Now you got to have a Sprinter that carries 8 people or more, because Suburbans don't qualify as limos. You know why they don't qualify as limos or executive cars? Because they don't have a petition. So there's so much to that. So when we bring it all back to these apps, bro, don't extend yourself for these people, because they're not going to extend themselves for you. It's not personal, it's business. That's how I feel about it. It's not personal, it's business. And the best of them, the absolute best of us, the best of us YouTubers like Sergio can do all they can with these politicians and scream to the high heavens. The chains move slow, man. They move so fucking slow that a lot of people will be dead and gone and out of rideshare before we might see something sustainable for drivers. That's my honest opinion. So do what you got to do for you, and that's it. All right, we missed Eddie. Eddie had the car accident. Can't do nothing about that. Appreciate everybody showing up in the garage tonight. We will be on midday. The midday will be up at 1 p.m. tomorrow, 12 noon in the east, in the central. Other than that, y'all stay safe out there. Appreciate the panel, everybody. Thomas, Tony, Omar, Steven, Eddie, when you was here. We'll see you guys next week. Peace out.